It is Tuesday, the 4th of July, 2023, and 50 minutes gone past 1500 hours GMT +1 or British Summer Time. We here live once again on Nketiah Radio, Abrabapa Radio, as well as Nketiah Radio GH with another edition of Bamaso. You can equally catch us on Facebook at Nketiah Radio /TV, on YouTube at Nketiah Radio or at Nketiah TV, and on Twitter at Nketiah Radio. The very moment we step on this very platform, it is imperative that we come knowing very well that we are the very Ghana that we talk about every now and then. And if we are the very Ghana that we talk about every now and then, it therefore becomes imperative for us to put on the table or bring to the table that which would cause the Ghana that we would want to live in to come into manifestation. As simple as that. And hence we come here focusing more on ourselves, how we will be able to awaken as catalyst that will bring the changes that we want in our dear nation Ghana. Yes, I every now and then remind you, even if we would want someone else to change, we want someone other than us to ourselves to change, there should be something changing within us to cause that change that we want in others to happen. And if nothing changes within us, nothing will also change in the very ones we are seeking some changes within. So when we are here, it's more about we working on ourselves to become the catalyst that cause the changes that we need in ourselves and in other Ghanaians as well. As simple as that. So if you are joining us for the first time, I would want you to rise to your high level of intellect, high level of creativity, and to help you do that, I will urge you to use Ghana as your reference point. You see, take it. I'm just using nature, okay, as a way of drawing your attention to the untapped intellect, untapped creativity within you, right? Imagine you are a channel through whom nature is feeding the whole of itself, right? Just imagine you are a huge channel of everything. You feeding people mentally, you feeding people physically. In fact, you are a huge channel. Now, if you are a channel with whom nature is feeding a section of itself, well, you should realize that in nature there is nothing like waste. So you get the size that is corresponding to the size that you are being used as a channel to feed. So yes, if you need wisdom the size of Ghana to figure out ways of moving our nation forward, use Ghana as your reference point. The very moment you limit yourself to any other group within Ghana, you are operating less of your capabilities. And you see, I every now and then keep reminding you of this. The very moment you are able to see you in another Ghanaian, right? It becomes so easy for you to be that huge channel through whom greater wisdom will run through to lift that other Ghanaian from perhaps their lower level of consciousness, of seeing themselves first as members of whatever group whatsoever, to the higher level of consciousness of they seeing themselves as what? Ghanaians. Give it a try. You will love it. You will love it. And you wouldn't want to stop doing that. So to this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And she has wrong because here the mood done the more people and come maybe I would take some pempensi were feeding the A24 radio, a radio, and A24 radio GH. So Facebook are A24 radio stroke TV, YouTube A24 radio, and I say A24 TV. So copy Twitter and so they are at A24 radio. Na ene ebnada bosome foforo July de toso 9 afempim yonu ne aduonu miensa no ebnada ye friend free flow Tuesday na che se ene no nyade a ye restrict ye ho be ya bebre sa no ye bewura ba bebre ni aye de be na ya bonkomo nemum enkomo ni nyina mu no eye geared towards one thing. Say, ye behe, ye a was ye yo. The Libya will be no my Ghana, me a far nentumapa ifra. Inti yabi pim wa hadie. Na mesra o say, Bomodia say over o part in Tareno, a good baby. Na yama meet you those ya oku. The yamami, Bomodia jato homa yeno. So, benumum. Enye ofuma sibre fa dra ho fa kata ho in fact fa sa colors no fa ye briefs so fa yo pieto fa yo boxers fa yo night gown fa ye jacket fa ye o brush fire o spoon in fact bibia wo ye bia masa symbols no nya de be engo emel na eba ne sa se de tie nyina ne se dan de nyina wo kai wo ho se you wo ye Ghana ni kane na ennipankuto enso ana wo ye de be wo hwehwe amasa oman kronkron no arefri ewo nipa so enti arefri wo enipa so yi no na che se dan de nyina ehu behia se ye be kai ye ho se hey wudi kan Ghana ni in the context of Jumedie ansana oye oman foforo bia de be enye oman foforo yen kan sa na se ekuokuma bia de be wo oman Ghana mu American culture se ope adwen kese die mu dopa dia ne enkan fa Ghana kra anya opuma sibre see yourself as a universal citizen coming from Ghana, right? Rather than you seeing yourself as a Ghanaian before a universal citizen. You see what I say? You know who actually, right? See yourself from the grounds of you being a universal citizen. But hey, to wasi and kakra so fiti preocupe a pausia muja na ediebe and eba kuma yi kura Ghana die kura in fact a dema in yanumbi if we are just stepping all the way to the universal level and sha imubi ibibuashi and I say yanisube ediebe ebe brim ye. It's all down to the kind of programming that we've had over a long period of time. The issue of programming, say a year. I can see you at the our life is more or less all about programming, right? It's more or less all about programming. You see, hey. It is programming us into something. Everything. It is programming us into something. And you know, the very ones who find it so hard, so difficult, so challenging, seeing themselves first as Ghanaians, sometimes you have to empathize with them, and then you dig deeper and deeper into their history, and you realize they haven't known anything significant, and nothing has been put forward to them so significant other than the smaller groups that they belong to, right? It becomes quite challenging every now and then reprogramming such individuals to come to the awareness of something bigger than what they have been exposed to. It's similar to the case of racism, similar to the case of people who have stayed in a particular place for a very long time, not moving away from there, and when they see a new face among them, they begin to look at you in a particular way, among other things. Ibia sasune bi ana eba when we are unable to see ourselves first as Ghanaians before members of any smaller party or group whatsoever. But you see train to ya enya de be enya echeswa nti kada e wo modia say you bit me identify the importance of we seeing ourselves in the spirit of the whole. And you see, when you are able to see the importance or identify the importance of seeing yourself in the spirit of the whole, it doesn't end there, right? It can't be, and they say you'll be able to figure out possible ways of, reprogramming yourself. That is where the huge challenge comes from. And have some empathy on the very ones who are seeing themselves so deep in their secondary identities. It becomes even more critical and challenging when two of such souls meet. Okay, this one sees himself first from this group, and this one also sees him or herself from that group. And with such programming, it becomes very hard for them to even accept nature's truth that life is about what? Complementing each other instead of competing against each other, right? So the very ones who see themselves more in their secondary identities, that alone a challenge, and it becomes so difficult accepting nature's truth that we would have to complement each other so that we will be able to unravel the better and the finer versions of ourselves. So have empathy on them. If you have awakened to the truth that yes, you seeing yourself first as a Ghanaian is much more important than seeing yourself in the shape of any smaller group within Ghana. After all, why choose to connect to just bits of the whole when you can connect to the whole for the whole to run itself in and through you? I hope you get it. Yes. To this effect, once again, Memo Akwaba ede aba jumedie isu. Na sa otie ni said the doctor says adentu nana tina all Roehampton etre ya, right? Nana me gidi say ohun ye e atwa me high keke na me hu say oye okay. Why? Hi keke. Why? Na me nchia Dr. Ebenezer Amufa Watin. Doc, so nka kakra. Gidi say also ohun ye. Na bibia e de be eda ne kwa mu fefefe. Na menchia na nasarbedi akwe wo Worcester. Ana onso baby a wo bia no metunchi mu de ne atema. Na ene say edin ba ko e wo say mebo ene am swasem. I am swasem kese pa. Say they are meet me idea bay. Abo sa edino ene day. Na any say him say if you dey twam ya na mechia no ma waso te say eye openi kese nana Nketiah a owo basin stoke my friend no manya no ama wa friend me back na me nso mentumi anya de be amfa na me hu so wa friend me back ne de na kire say me gidi se nana ahoden eye de be ewo ho mse emre kakra ntem ni na nana emre kakra ntem na nana e kire say ne minimu ha ne kakra eye ne ya mse minimu yare na akoye asem kese ansem nti na ntimi shada nkasa yi sa. And that was somewhere in December. Nti ne hokani eye said abi ye ko die I was say ohwe na ode nana eye de be ekọ efie na yehwe ese say o try abrofu di ya jije ho a mo jinejine wa na nye yi a na ja akofie na akọ try ye ho nso de no ahwe nti oba hema ema na Nketiah so ede ne ko ye my Ghana mu na ode nana ekọ ye no somewhere in February afiye mu ana nana edanani ehwe edan sesa ne ka na meboa nti sambe pensu a ye kasai nana Nketiah dane de nyina mechia no ewo basin stoke no nana Nketiah enka atiasefo de be eho na it was quite interesting memenda no ana oba hima send me message ti me hu say message no is coming from nana Nketiah no me ko hwe no me hwe ya o say this is Ivan's wife and I'm sorry to announce na nature say me hu say bibi kese aye de be esi nti nana Nketiah ene baby a wo bia no ye ma odem ne fadue na se de ya mo de mo te yenka insan say ye mum no yentumi entune ye ho very well to listen to the vibrations from your end intino ya na edin se mo kasa ye betie na mum no ye bayire ye ho na yakoso tune ye ho so that we'll be able to hear some of the things you'll be able to run through us. But for now, dear nana, maybe I will be an madam refugee. Oba dear no, and far will cry and see ye, kama, and my asroche, or yet there, ya, or besa copunimu. Oh, yet there, asroche, or yet, or trinimu time, or beside dear way, or besa co epunimu. Nana, you've gone back to your source. They say home sweet home. Home is where we emerge from, and that is where certainly we will be going back. Nana wadi kaya oni nyame enya de be enko baby a wote bia no ya beso ya daye, right? I know the level of wisdom that was running through you while you were with us. You spoke a few times on the radio as well, channeling out some beautiful wisdom among other things. Nana, what more can I say? I will continue to celebrate your generosity. You were a soul that was so connected to my family. And nana the BBI envelope was if I'm so thoughtful. So thoughtful to the extent to say he knows the time that I spent here, I could have spent it with the kids. So for that sacrifice, taking the time away from the kids, take this, give it to the kids. So thoughtful. In fact, he's someone that reasons beyond the ordinary. So deep thinking. And I wish I can have more of such virtues of Nana Nketiah while he journeys on. He's a beautiful soul. And for that, I will continue to celebrate you, Nana Nketiah, wherever that you are. Nana, you're born in Bakwama. Why? You're in Bakwama. In your name. And he and you see nearby. Hanzani at what you made in so.
bomb Emma. And also in New York. Bomb my son. See, I'm going to move some more, yeah. And I die, I'm a cannon. Yanam ye go do baby swa yen so kwano eh e don dey baby e beda po me see ane nwode enye se bi eni da we from esi adimati na mana pasa o sasa from me eni na mo ye u baby e mo see Oye, my baby this year. Ya kodani baby akura. Nasi akano sena ye. Adie mu oye ya sumawo. Ebede na wo. Bro, unya se mi senso mi bebu amada. Mi side, mi u baby ya munsi ame. Oye, my baby this year. Ya kodani baby akura. Nasi akano sena ye. Adie mu oye ya sumawo. Ebede na wo. Bro, unya mi senso mi bebu amada. Mi side, mi u baby ya munsi ame. Wakana ukwati kwanse okopesi ka bepie abanti otu yeswa wayaya wenye na supamisi bende ni wodi afanya muwo aninti obepi mususa ebi ana yeye afabo obu bepi ya musenwa bianume santa kwame
You abrantipa abrantie amachi dede ana moten kana or say sansan kroma woni baby obewu ada nti baby obewu bia sase bia ni ho akiri funu monsie no yana areho say typically we betu kwan na bia woni abusanfo bia ewo akwantu mu na bibi atosa right obisi be kan say ofo you came as a passenger and then you go back as a cargo yana ama manfo ani tata edie however if we are to reprogram ourselves as to what death is all about, perhaps it will help us to ease the pain that it comes to someone departing to the next phase of life. And you may tragu ye no enyumo tragu ye edema nana Nketiah no wo basin stock. You see so nana Nketiah na owo basin stock. Na kire say nana Nketiah media yenkanisa once again yamama inyina ho yakọ na yama nana Nketiah ene nebusuafo dem refadue due ene amanehunu yi na nkasa de oba hema kire se yenyanya yi no eye somewhere in December this year nti nana nyansie no nyansie nana da ho hye morgue wo hye fridge mu nti ye no ntoto eduru ho no mu a si ebe bo United Kingdom ha definitely ye ne beto adofo anim the very ones who would be able to support and attend, we do so. Akujana na ekwan kama. But the ebe no Ghana ne de oba hema akire mi se eye December emu ana Nketiah yebe kra ewo o my Ghana mu. One other thing that when I speak to Nketiah in the back end, then it was so much of his passion. Anytime he goes to Ghana, oh yeah, Mofra a war ni area ni krum no kwa wa shipo eniema o de command kola no akola bia benya bi owi a wasa ye party kese ewo ni fie ama Mofra nyina abedidi wose wo hwe saa de na wo hwe se Mofra no eni agye saa na ne kra eni ahede na ne kra eni agye. What a beautiful soul. These are the virtues of the departed that we should let it continue to live within us. It's say, you see, I don't see you, neither do you see me, right? See, what we have to come to realize, and it's it is our spirit that we feel, right? But we don't see ourselves. What truly is who we are, no, we don't see. We just only feel and then all those things, right? And we can make the true essence of someone who is departed continue to live in our life. That way, that person is not gone, but still with us. Our virtues make us who we are. So just as I have identified the beautiful virtue of Nketiah, if I allow such virtues to continue to flourish itself in and through me, Nana is living in and through me, right? But it's maybe or movie, I know many idea, na or many aji. And likewise, you may have lost some dear ones in the past. Just sit down and ponder over some of the very beautiful virtues they had, and see which ones you can embody for them to continue to live in and through you. Nketiah, them refer to you one more time. Yankwa humanu sway. Na yama wafakwame. Kwai. Yenu wafakwame emmon komo kakra. Wafakwame, otime nka bamaso.
Adwin kesi
Na impom ti se wafakwame. Good. Yo. I like the sound of it. So sometimes we take certain things for granted, right? Na papa bi echo hospital na ontimi nyunso yie, right? Usika nipa usika papa ti okoye no ontimi nyunso yie na eja a doctor fu ehwehwe mu a na omo yese omo de ana omaye surgery bi ama ne ho aye de be ho ato no enti omo ye surgery ni wie ye ana omo buy na omo catch everything was successful. Enti omo de ne bill de be man, right? Omo de ne bill man na papa ne to ho no wo ye de be na wusu o tinisuo. Enti the doctors and the nurses, they became a little concerned. So yeah, okay, bill no untimintua na no so untimintua your payment plan among other things are a bit me abwa for you to pay or the bill. Still enough papa no idea be na otinisio. Enti ja nisio no call from kakra no say enye bill no man ye de be tinisio. But for the many times that he was able to read with so ease, I will take it for granted, and then a man ye de be otinisuo sa wa menka o ya o na se wahia obi a when you stroke na wontimi lift it just a finger ana obehunu say we need not take certain things for granted. And yes, say familiarity yes it breeds contempt into the things that we think we can do every now and then. No, we don't value it so much. Now say 1 week we are team and 1 month we are team and I want to mean child to of a coming and I be who say you need not take certain things for granted. You of a coming that was just by the way. Na manage say we say ohun ye pa you na ene e dey na awode maye na me fa hwempem wansa ndi na dey awode maye ne fa maye asa
me pa cho me ba so no I say uma papa yi ofri mu tribute na papa no minim ni image bia minim ni history bia, but what I know is say every time we are starting program bia no uboniti enti more or less e bia we mentor ma because say you see kafa no ho no o inipa bia estimation a the man no ko can esteem no e was ropa na minim. So let me my brief history about Sobriety as you say why in your media kameni beji ho pa as you say the udi ayro ho no na yen so idi ayro hoop because upia committing a life for the well-being of humanity no there unim say sani pano ho na nti udi yawa enu nyina edi yawa no. It is over to me a kakrebia for papa no ho many beji ho na afi yato aso.
Okay. You see, Nketiah is someone also he just bumped into a 24 radio from afar, right? Now, after bumping into a 24 radio from afar, no, I'm say, na kaneno near what WhatsApp number, right? If you hold my yedi tuja. Nti otie ye na ni baji dwumade ne ho no he reached out to me WhatsApp no, right? And when I started having a conversation with him, and I realized he's a very high level headed man. So and he, you know, we shared a lot of secrets to me for, right? I can't send Bibri at the chemi. So let me kind of we spent more time talking in privacy than on the radio. And he became part of my family, I would say. In fact, he spoke to the kids. And birthday, Papa, although I have not seen him in person though, right? The only thing I knew of him, no, in the pictures I know there way na or send them. Any gen so there na or you be any gen hopa or passa.
Funny picture to swear my baby.
Nah, in fact, said them kind no oye a very thoughtful being. So to the extent he say said them kind no to say when him say the time that I take off to sit here, no, a time I could have spent with the kids. So it's a sacrifice on the part of the kids. And he wow or say Smiley media bi a envelope ma post to na eba ne bidra enka nchire obia already no so enka nchire obia she say no or the Bible ade na ye adwuma ade abunkum ebe ya ma nifa no ma obi anya de ebe ehu, right? He was a very thoughtful person. Nikasa boko. Enti se ope bibi kakra ewo no ho a, he's just one of the very souls we got connected through the radio, and he became part of my family. I would say so close. As to the things that we spoke about in previous media, that one stays in privacy. But said who said that say he played a very major role in my life. And kakra me catch for now. I don't know. I'm very certain say he was 77 years. 77 years. Why? 70 years, 7 years.
Generation.
Yeah.
Just me generation in India. You penny for me.
Udi Nubia of Apami, Udi Nubia.
Odi anim. Odi anim. Ena ofri mu wo henefa Ghana na say
ofri mu Ghana no ofri mu.
Chese wa kotre fi.
Say yare no mu ye den sa no, right? Na yes say o. Da yi no say ehara na we no enuro no nhyeda mwa no, right?
Yeah.
Anaja ma the wife yes odene be ku fie. And he said in 3 months after some coffee, you know, na jam. Na jam. Till say they are all for Kwame.
Yeah, na say uwu kutadia no kre. Enkwa ho de bet most of the time uwu owini. Ena obra no nso ye hyasie. Nti bibi e wona hyasie no nso e wona wie. Enti nana atone kwam. We counting so many milestones. We trust 70, which is far above average lifespan Ghanaian unya. And the time no so me feel say anye so wasted. Ebi ni se wudi ni ho adanse. Enti kakra me metumi aka ne say do ode nkwa baaye no. Onpe baby, no fa ne currency man. Amen.
Praise the Lord. And yeah, Kwame, thank you very much for that as well. And yeah, yanku anymore. Yeah, monkomo. Why? Yanku near monkomo. Then I what catch the Fagana.
In fact, even CP afifem wo but adia atwe pa ne say em say voter region hon ena community base 4 communities bi akom ho abum say omo wo iron deposit wo na em say government no so the ma company bi o say you say omo mobilize omo ho say enam examples cost wo other regions in inti omo mpese yebetu sa iron ore no na me hu ye no in fact many G still ya so any say I say say nyankopo wodi na yibi na just all my resources be say mineral resources be a or they buy a share said the be ya a beboa community no enti even though a bed disturb or more environment no I will say omutmini abai no trance no mu kase okay yemfa surgery nye example say ibi a yade ehye nipa mu enti I will say yi free ho enti doctor obekọ ho no ohwehwe kwan yi obeyi a body no obeti ebedmete body no enti say iron deposit na ewo ho no no the ekwan a fast we was omo exploit ne de e was omo hu say ebe cause damage bi kura e was say ye minimum na afi nso say hia say compensation dem na afei nso wɔn effect wɔn land no asach no ɛwɔ sɛ saa mfasoɔ bi a ɛbɛba so biara no so wɔn nya wɔn fair share so nti mi deɛ mi feel sɛ sɛ nyasa yɛ adwuma ebetumi afa so na ya exploit saa iron ore no na obiara ho atɔ no Ghana hia mmoa but deɛ yɛawerɛ hɔ ne sɛ ebi a iron ore yi ɛma yɛne ayɛ exploit o yɛkɔ yi ne yɛde akɔma broni bi ɛna ɔde ɛho peanuts bi abrɛ so ama ebi a sɛ iron ore no kilo yɛ ɛmfa sɛ 5 Ghana koraa ɔno no yɛto ama no 5 Ghana ɛma ɔde ebi a kilo of steel ɛba abɛgye yɛ 500 Ghana ɛno na wote hɔ a na wobu ho nkonta na awerɛ ho bebree na wɔn interview wɔn asɛm a wɔn kaeɛ a na awerɛ hɔ ne sɛ wɔn site western region ɛna Ashanti region so wɔn to wɔn ani hwɛ deɛ saa regions yɛasɛ yɛafa biribiara mma wɔn hope sɛ wɔsɛ wɔn de wɔn asase mma ban so wɔn bɛtu ɔno enti yɛwɔ sɛ yɛde kɔ adwendwene mu awerɛho bebree me deɛ me no sɛ ɔdoma koma ɛkyɛ wadeɛ na sɛ wɔnhu so mfasoɔ koraa ɛnsa a ɛni sɛ saa bɛyɛ adesoa ɛma mo because ɔdoma koma kye nsuo wakye kwaye ɔno ara yɛ ne kwaye de man wasa kye asase a emu ɛyɛ kama yɛntumi afa mfasoɔ biara ma deɛ ɔyɛ maa yɛn ho rather nsuo ɔde maa yɛn sese abɛyɛ problem ama yɛn because okonum bi anyame ampata a yade ɛbɛyɛ wɔ no wonya ho oduru kwaye a sɛbi ebetumi ama yɛmaa no mu temperature no ayɛ conducive ama obiara trema ne ho atɔ no saa kwaye na sese yɛ abuse ni baby akwaye wɔ no nso most of the time asase ne yɛ kama sɛ nsuo tumi pie firi hɔ na saa nsuo no wotumi sɛ nsuo a nipa wonum bi a ɛma wahoɔden because kwaye no yɛka dua a sɛbi yɛn education no nnu hɔ no ɛne sɛ dua yɛ mining element a wɔde ne roots kɔ fam ɛkɔhwehwɛ minerals a body no behia na wɔde aba na wɔde abɛma ne nhaban na ne nhaban purugu asase so a akɔduane a yɛdi mu na wodi bia na esiesie o bibini nyansa enu hɔ nti no ara ne sɛ osodua mu a ɛno ara so wɔn mutwa na wɔn ahye no na sɛ ade etoe a yɛatɔn na afei yɛhwehwɛ bi koraa na yɛde ayɛ bi a yɛnhunu na dua deɛ yɛka sɛ yɛlɛkyɛ wɔ dua ho a the whole of our time no yɛnwie nti yɛnwie nti mesrɛ sɛ deɛ voter region fo ayɛ no aban no sɛ nyasa yɛ adwuma a ɔno ɔmo ntena ase because me mate sɛ lithium ore Ghana fo akɔpie so yɛwɔ limestone deposit wɔ hɔ ɛna gold deɛ kyerɛ sɛ baabi a wode sika bɛbɔ bia wobɛpie so but saa nneɛma yɛnya so mfasoɔ as Ghanaians ɛsɛe mmom yɛn environment nti sɛ nyansa nyɛ adwuma a yɛsrɛ wɔn edi wɔn no so sɛ wɔn hwehwɛ kwan a wɔn bɛma nyansa yɛ adwuma because awerɛho paa sɛ Ghana fo pii aka kwantum because okɔ a nsuo a wɔkɔ no mu ɛyɛ problem nyame apata Now, ubedi 5 years wo according to mu udru fie na said the who city no maybe a 2 years grant to enti of a smile make us America basembewa enti mama fancy ya when
You Kwame. Thank you, Sean. Wa boy nkomo. Na see maybe a trouble no. We asked ourselves the purpose of life. Kasafidi so, right? Na you see say idea anka yen panyimfo yi kura na yetimi anya what the purpose of life is. Na yetimi inculcate your curriculum mu right from the start. We find means to be a debate your mofrano for them to get the understanding of the purpose of life. And they will grow up and they will live responsibly to themselves. You see, when you come to gain a deeper understanding of what life is, you see yourself as a unit of life here to evolve through service for nothing but the promotion of life. Now, with this in mind, you make sure say is of the thought of promoting life. But hey, yama sika getting money at all costs no I take center stage. In a situation cry say ebia kwanhia bi asi ewo ebia bi ewo omega na mu na ebinom eboa wona eprepra na obi na machi na oye de be na otutu botom na obokro no, right? Then again, as I said in the beginning, no, what kind of programming anasa woni kro ya enkwanhia si obi hu akire no na in the midst of all these things, otimi aye de be ekobokro no. So anoding, right? Anoding. But then again, it's all down to the programming, once again. Yempe means that kakra will be able to support we draw our awareness to the most important of life, right? Now you program your home in a very beautiful consciousness going forward. We hope say other ones will also learn from this and then they will take action in their areas. Thank you very much, Ovakwabe. Na yanko Bombardier.
You pretty the same frequency in TNO, I don't know. In physics, you say we are in phase. In TNO, I know, midwasi.
You. And yeah, my Emma Prince Bombardier, Emre. Na ono so mo enkomo hakra. Bombardier. Bamaso.
Adwin kese.
Sama ko de Bombardier.
Bako wakwada no wo mrani bi ode mame jingi no ho a mani pamfim.
Oh, Bombardier there no. Okay, all right. I'm call him away na. Oh the any.
And Bombardier woman.
Strategy.
You any yanko na Bombardier wo. Why?
Yenda papa yenda na you say na yedini say.
Nana Nketiah.
Nana Nketiah the all Massachusetts na.
Basins the all Basins to no.
State Bay.
Basins to one no any United Kingdom here.
Oh, okay. You. Ene na Yakopon fan crazy. Sa odipa na bedi onipa ho dance. So he said ye me wo person odi mo na so I was say the Bombardier so that you wonyini so a eja. Sa time so ne ye statesman or Ghana ye bia sa time no ye a different form of council of state and ye current one there no Unhyɛ hia sa na agya twom ne wɔfa kwame yɛ nyinaa wɔ mu na saa ata as nso kɔ retirement wɔtena abansoro wɔno nso representing Nzema as a ɔmo version of Council of State ne nyinaa yɛkɔ saa na nkɔfɔ nso di as the current group ebi saa ata nso retire na wɔba no nso na control console no wei deɛ saa ata deɛ ɛbɛyɛ teleconference papapaa ɛne deɛ ebi ɛyɛ hologram umie nso na sɛ wo picture gyina hɔ nom nso na bia wote Ghana koraa sɛ bi nso na agya internet no beebia nti saa na tie nti nso sɛ deɛ wodi ya dance saa nti kitosum nso no Christopher nso di Yesu ho dance yɛ nti na ebo ne de won the gospel no sɛ nkotrodo sɛ ampa Yesu Kristo wuyɛ no nso no yɛsie no nso no yɛdɛ ɔsɔre yɛ ɛno ne ne friend gospel no 1 Corinthians 15:1-4 no ɛne gospel ne tie ka gospel asɛmpa yɛ kana na wo sɛ wɔfa kwame ka sɛ wɔse deɛ owó krade a ɛnkwa ntimi ngye ɛno na ma Yesu yɛ Yesu no so ebisi sɛ owó no ne nsɛ nka ɔbonsɛm sɛ nka Yesu bɛsɔre a nkanya deɛ kɔbɛtɛmte na yɛ mystery cause onu sɛ Yesu Nyankopɔn ɔbɔɔ no onu sɛ ɔbonsɛm sɛ onipa yɛ obi a ɔyɛ epen efimre na wohwɛ quotations am de bae a onu sɛ ayra rosem Job chapter 14 or say how frail is his humanity, how short his life, and how full of trouble. And then David drew because anybody cried David cried pastor so when you know 70 acha 80 no cramp the one man near near say woman and was yen kayam before your before ranted bemu and son at bonaba and no my yes Christ ye no or no wabu wako damomu a wabu wonsem agene safwa so it is enka obunsen say ye to no say yes me abode ma oba de be ye onipa de onipa na ewu onipa bi enso na ewu ehun se wo hyeda sorry sa enti ne Yesu nka na dukada ya eno ano no so enti ye de pia wo no ne nyina ema esuafo no konim se saa nete se onipa de owu ano enti esuafo no bebre wo no manye di Thomas de o say Yakobon de nsa chance Thomas hwemi sem na hwemi mfimu Thomas ka say mera de me Yakobon na Yesu say edi se wo hu minti na wagye di na so enhyira nka won na won nya hu yen so wagye di enti asempa no a ye kan ye Yesu Kristo ebo nde ruan so ono na wawu a ye de wasɔre ye kan say Lazarus onya ne nyina Yesu kra ya so ewufu a owu ye omo sɔre nyina Yesu kra ya enti papa saa ti frɛ bibi eulogy no na to de bi ye ko bi yase a yese ye be mone no say ye be so ama no ebi nso so okɔ yase okɔ yedai okɔ celebrate no onkomone enti nso onipa bia ne mra ne ye de bɛbɔ no ye ko bi yase ye kosu obi yase so ne yedai ye ko celebrate life mu nje su we nye life a o se yesu no so that nkɔfo bi said the lives of nkuma and then ye celebrate no nkuma ne kwa ne onipa ye dedicated day a ye de ma no nenso eja ebi mu se omo ntia sesa na aja founders day no omo sa apostrophe no omo da kwahye baby na omo sa de ne birthday na kwahye August enso ye celebrate no so nti nipa bi wa ukọ other countries so wa wu nso ye celebrate no ye nsuma no ye celebrate the life of nkoma ukọ Addis Ababa baby a Africa Union omo headquarters so ada ni state e wo honom na ni state e wo ho ukọ ada it is almost 53 candidates and when you come in the street ebia obenya baby a Nketiah mano and now ya 2 years or 3 years to 2019 ye grandpa eko Cuba okoye no sata na Fidel Castro na ne nua be ma Raul na Raul say nana bra na me ko kire wade nana say sa nana no say ja ebia enye no na me ka ho asem ma me ko kire wade e no duko baby e fe ni Heroes Park said lucky do to know say there lies a boy who fight for equality so no tonyum this I say hey what apana yet the flowers no papa mama ko hey show boy on a show boy no so friend show boy akwa we won say ni dia tra ni dia cross Atlantic Ocean aba Cuba hey minya be ma feda on fa ndi agro on fa increment ndi agro revolution bebre ye tie ko yanum nyina Babylon fo nyina increment ya hwe picture no un say won picture no me nya Fidel Castro and a kojobuchu a pitch and Nkrumah woman. Nanas, na federal semi country, also name you vessel gun and name ye Nkrumah his. Me papa is 69 ya or bay no ya or shed a skin arrangement I was share. Or no qua a president in the Yemen, it was sending a mayor ceremony president. Let us mean me a Nkrumah boy. It don't want to be president, me no when Nkrumah is a no more, cause MPP for no, center right, any property owner, Enya dia ye school new one, Nkrumah the NBA, but I didn't mean ye concept in Nkrumah, mean ye. Oh, Eddie Papa, Sadet ye, who ye Juma, hey, Martin Luther Jr. say, 1 year called to become a street sweeper. Sweep the street very well, so that the host of heaven and earth will pause and say, there is a street sweeper who swept or did his job well. What's this here? Frozen be proper coin, who says Zoom like you, the proper coin. And can say Zoom like Juma, we Juma said Zenit janitor. If we are seeing a woman, Juma, disobeying janitor. America, who call you New York Association, they disobey proper, told the most important worker because environment in the office in any hygienic, when you know where yada yada, it's in fact janitor for the agro. And to Matuta say a frozen be yes, it will be all proper. Come on, with excellence, men can send them in proper quena. Prior praying, and you say, and Yaba cooking. Now, yes, sir. Woman was as soon as I sing that because Omegina cars Bejina and Coverture cruising 21 guns and pack. Only paper bass as a swap. Proud prior no, a bean cedar. And if you can Nketiah was a new, and any paper or ha. Make I said that 2013, me call Ghana. So, Papa, what you offer Keravi, me what?
That's right.
I Keravi, who Keravi first nightclub as in shares, so baby was I think saying shares or the babies are and at Denyame. Hey, certainly ye be about as for Ben, if you're not teams a opposite a year you want as of moonlight one. Then mean and if you be 70 any as of moonlight in the opposite sport. And the years say Kumasi the Danny be meeting now to babies. The first time you Keravino, no born a jot partner and man member a year. Hey, no more says, no one and Chibia and a Keravu, say, Papa, so caught Tafo say you are. Or no, emuseano gravestone, and at the biggest, I question if you Papa Wady and Sir John Dean Craton chain. Libya, so Papa. Nemra Keravu, we did down on the name call for and we had a more can you see every day. And Kofoka, you already know, Aquaba could be just Sakwa way. Or you wouldn't need, hey, Papa, I said one became a concert to Obia Babek by you, every jazzy. I can't send Papa and Pacono. Papa doesn't there be Mudamunia, some mentality in the society. They be a man will say, a praise singers and a more bunk of Obaso for some Mubenia BBD. I quite can a crack. Ye Kakumasi ni Ghana, while bog and conform up from Krakera V, will Kunipa, what name might be braded that a shower for near ye and crabby pregnancy, teenage pregnancy, and a chronobot casting in a Satan movie, your casting in a Nakira V. Satan name say, and Uncle Yanaka, say, ya invented a year device at the Boka, a Timmy track is GPS track is the Bagana, Omoton Kamawa. Ye talk animal 2 years, and ya salmon coffee be with near baby, and okay, and cophobia, no crack. It's Papa Sanity into Nipebu Mikone yes here, Mikosunu. Onipebu Mikone yes here, I'm going to celebrate the life. Semunja soon, and it's a yes, you can say, Razos Wada, ain't ye, Papa Sanity, Neo, and so quite free flow nance in Yambe Bano. Me dedicate me then in Papa Mamma Quine. Na mean kind article a year article 93. Article 93. Now be a no at the 93 comma ye parliamentarians no. Mr. Wa Mamma Quanka crack na me de me better homa and you and say you so be interested because article 93 so no a year a comma some of the developing cases are Ecos or Ghana. Na papa and you just na real simple about see parliament and then yeah quasing or swear the oath of allegiance means secrecy you swearing in as a MP as is what become one I didn't 2 and 5 that and you born a ball away into your best have become 2 and 5 now it is here no Majet Cocos no more +1, just 1 vote a year for me, not the independent na yes, Senka. Sa for na the cardinal sin of Ghana no Santo Fini atrophy whatever no senka ye kotu omuni MP se kotu MP and like say in this for be win nanka pai pepepe na enso na ja attorney general say ndi ehia no we na ehia no nti ene papa ye koso yin nan mu ye be so yin no MPP majority caucus no omo boycott omo nyina firi wono ene nti ene me so ye me achimate primary platform no bi beto me say mema na nya wanwa nipa ba ko ya ba ko teno and yes na MP before my yade na won ka say 1992 omo na kontokwa yenko eyu jeja tra konye so for 19 years from 81 na be 1992 na say yame yedom eni akoyisi wate ase yen sanko civilian rule ye ko civilian rule omo kwa from Kwame Nkrumah time man ye fathers of democracy apostles of democracy after the one opportunity say yen koto ba was there be ya bokoti yen for BNC MP na one for BNC MP no and next social constitution no there be a baby obeka say PN this law one MPP tina ye was ade no ho say MP before ko parliament a KBN kedi ni ko ye provisional national defense ade a eguo no provisional national defense council eni ho biem na say ye wo mra wo constitution nim ene ye criminal labor law of 1960 so ho enti omo boycott a whole parliamentary session, a whole fourth republic, the first parliamentary session. Omo so manjina. Edu boy in kwa nijina presidential will lose it here. Omo boycott a whole EU, a whole parliament nipa wakom. Yomu trade no. If it's not for them, then nobody can have it. So that's here. Senke this phone a boycott is here. Anke we are saying you better say aye. And this is soon. Omundo Ghana. Where be sense na me na ana hamino. The woko can na be say Debbie use your gumption. Me na na hino be say use your gumption. Ni bro for the man no. Or pa just say adwene bi wo ha ye friend gum. Use it. Who dey as MP no oba. Mo ana se na mo say onipa ye innocent until proved guilty. Na sem no ye di the criminal case e wo court. Mo so ni in enukwa mo so mo ye mature. Mo so ni in wi a then the structures now the other arm of government judiciary no omuka say hey akwana mpa now I can say no onye Ghanaian no be MP still time na eno ano no obeko through the court system no na mu ye na just say you are not there for the people representing no mu MPP party na mu en na mu ye ne majority should be akwa fam because say mu boycott na obi anje bia obi anje kakra nhye no ho Nenye mo nkofo mu na 89 say omo pe Ken Oforeta no. No Oforeta ba parliament no mbo koite no. Omo gina no mutie. Eti nya twumwa wo mu magemu from tititi nyina na obi sorry say na Nkrumah aye PDA law. Preventive detention na wo for Kwame na president that time. Can you use your gumption no? Or for Kwame na president that time ye tutu bomb o say me dey ye to bomb the mom sa na me yet to bomb no who the or more because we are kwasia president papa because what my shady of a Kwame Krum France demonstration cause we cook akra you on going demonstration yes or man say more right demonstration name was say the most sign normal almost say normal into my 45,000 strong policemen say the defenders of the civilians and say yanko protect yes untumi ka say yeku nipa criminal aspect ni ya coach it sand pa police no no so one ke be my life imprisonment e bi ebeku no na mo uni kwan so be say obi a ono oye baker wato no normal wakose normal so sadeko it Nkrumah PDA na e ba no it wasn't say what wa onye hwe ya bechi wo one to bomb from 19 you can say Nkrumah bomb ne to more than 4-5 times. And send a major one a 6 March a independence back who almost got 2 year independence square and no ma a year Obano a year Madam a year Elizabeth Asante Owuyen Akra no 9 years ye deep bomb on the share flower or the comment from now one was near time bomb to kicking it almost kicking a bodyguard point in Obano up to now 2 years ago but ye quite donation man. Elizabeth Asante 9 years so ya o prayer and Nkrumah didn't call hospital and no mu ye be Nkrumah janche pictures in now na Nkrumah so nko dem be call land na ye grafting on because ne nan nyina na fofu ento mutu no na Nkrumah hwe ne saa na mutu no and maame de bi oka na so ukọ YouTube kobo Elizabeth Asante me de video no kwa be to control radio on na platform no oka na asem Nkrumah picture nyina wo ho ansa na mko kulungungu enso saa Nkrumah ko Burkina Faso sata na ye friend Upper Volta omo ko ye se bia nka omo ye United Africa oba na omo se kulungungu in school kra ho sa hi another school boy it is two different events 1 year oba small girl 9 years and kulungungu de ye boy and owu ye omo to pai and Nkrumah strap na de bi born echi na omo ko hwe na yi ni nyina kan na onya cancer because ye bomb na to pete ko ni blood mu na nofo saa na hwe papa emra prime minister Buzia baye 1969 na obaye no unim omuso de baye o mi refin de omuso na say p something pca something eno na ehu say nyaatwum no eho no fareba pa no omuso Nkrumah cheche nkofo omu baye Buzia baye oche more political prisoners than Nkrumah koka minimum omu version as eno say p something e bia ejatwum de obi hu omu che sa omuso ye mra o obi a eni na na ntina ukan adama farm na eyi nkofo hypocrisy say emo nyina ye say ye 94 legs and e good after ye to onipa after ebi mu 92 legs yes square na polio sa mo almost PD enye o preventive detective act no parliament pass mo say enye wachichi political mo so buy ma be more than the essence na how many nyachom first fool is not the fool but second fool the bia he is a fool because you have someone why foolish things you see enye wo so wa be the essence ni papa eya reho sem kese pa say the yempia wako through all this we ma legislature ni nyina dwuma muntra ho na munso ni mu ye wi a na say ye bechi na fine after all akofa de prejudice medin say de ye bechi no attorney general say o man ko court no daily na say ye fracas na so amba ye bechi no enti o mutum pan say o say ye che no ansa na ene o mefiri so that's here enti enye wonwa ye che na fine oh no wasem say akohwem say ye che ne kra to prison na sisi na minim say bia said ye Kwame Nkrumah 51 ye chi to prison na or win as prime minister obey government business minim say 19 meza akohwem say ye chi obi MP ne say chi ne tuma olusu ni MP ya na say eti em say my fat time ka bese ka me read article 93 but asemi na bi but say e bia otwa ukase minjai dia
yes about so bi a na wato aso why
e bia uba so bia to you me that say enti e kan na ye nyina ehu article 93 no
thank you
about MPs no o ma qualify
ene mayenko ora abe yenko ora abe so na abe enso enka bi ene abe sa wotime nka na ohu ba bia mute no wode a ene yifiri mu e yenko bama so
Yeah, Papa Smiley, I don't guess it.
good seboko de
Charlie, we're there inside. The weather today damping spirit. We have to we have to uplift ourselves.
that's right.
Well, it's very sad to hear. I hear you say is it Nketiah or something?
That's right.
Yeah, you've been mentioning his name in of your introductions programs. In fact, sometimes one is tempted to say, why have you been mentioning these people's name? They don't even come to the program. They don't even, but well, that is how some people normally prefer to live. It's very sad. I mean, what would I say? We as human beings, we don't have control at this stage over anything. Myself, I've been saddened for some time now because one of my best friends, I went to elementary school with him. We grew up together. We lived together. I think it's Bochama who know him because when I was at UCC, he used to come to me. Charles. When I went to Ghana last August, I came in September. He had stroke for about 2-3 years. So we went to visit him. In fact, one of my friends in New York, we grew up together. So we went to see him in Takoradi, and we were supporting him, to recover. Unfortunately, we lost him. So just this Saturday, and it's very sad because at the time he died, mother also died. So this Saturday, when was Saturday? On the 1st, both of them were buried on the same day. And when you go through these things, you tend to ask a lot of questions. What is this life for? Why? Why? It's like, why are we killing ourselves? Where does it end? Do you understand? And Bombardier, when Bombardier was illustrating that people were, eulogizing about somebody, and somebody came to, say his experience or the truth. I think what I learned from it, or what I've always been saying, is sometimes it is not up to us human beings to judge. Because what I've seen is people eulogizes people, but we all express our subjective view. The rest, whether we are doing good or bad, is not up to us to judge. Because as we all believe, if there's going to be a final judgment thing, it's not the praises or the eulogies people give you, which is the thing. As I always used to cite, my fellow Nigerians or friend Nigerians will always tell you, everybody go answer in Papa in name. They understand. They say, when they call you, you are the one who is responsible. You don't go with your dad, you don't go with your mom, you don't go with your brother, you don't go with your friend. You alone. It's very sad. We wish the family, to, have some sort of guidance and support, And in fact, 3 days ago or so, I was playing Home Be Home. I think, Papa Smiley, you've played this thing already some time ago by Prince Nico
Mbaga.
Yes. He says, everywhere you go, everywhere you stay on this earth, eventually you go home. Whether your home is small, whether your home is big, and so on, you eventually end at home. And it doesn't matter your status. There's one thing I always used to, I look at Kofi Annan. Eventually, where did he end up? He's in Kumasi now, right? Yeah, so you can roam about, roam. Eventually, you go where your home is. I know this home thing, people are thinking about something else, but if you look at the physical home, eventually we all, end up with. Papa Smiley, sometimes I think of, probably it's bizarre or something, that if really God wants to, I won't say spoil the world, but the mess and the chaos we've created, if God wants to, put everything we have messed up in this world to where it belongs, see the chaos. Do you understand? Let's say you want to cut some sand from Ghana to Asia or from America to anywhere, and God has to put everything back to where they are. I don't think we'll all survive because the debris alone, which will fly everywhere, will mess all of us. It's something. Sometimes when I think of all these things, I say, come on, why do we? Anyway, but it's out of our hands. And in fact, I was just, when I tuned in the radio, I was reading a book. The title of the book is The Politics Book. And, I was reading about some of the philosophers. Read about Thomas Aquinas, Augustine of Hippo. And personally, when you read all of these, the intentions of some of these philosophers, because it's politics, that's why, you could see that all these people created some philosophies about how we can all live harmoniously. Aquinas, for instance, was saying the purpose of the states is to enable the people to lead or live good life. And then I was just opposing. So why, in our part of the world, these our politicians or our leaders, don't they have a clue? Don't they know some of these, sort of philosophies or these ideals? You understand? There was one Chinese philosopher, I think Han Feng Chu or something, around 280 BC. He was saying if ministers only want to live through profits and safety, that will be the downfall of the states. And you look at all this. So our people, and especially we have people who claim to be lawyers, they claim to be intellectuals. I mean, what philosophies or what principles guide what they are doing? Or they just ignore these things, or they don't care. And if you consider the fact that all these things we are struggling for, today you can't anymore. It's finished. It's finished. And when people keep saying that, oh, these people are the end of affairs, they want to stash money for their generations and things, I laugh. The people ruling us now, they have today Bombardier put things about JB Dankwa and all the rest there. Their parents carried proper money, brought them here. If that would be enough, why have they gone back to look for more? There's no amount of money your parents can stash anywhere for you, which will require you not to work. You have to build on it. Look at this part of the world. The rich people, Bill Gates and the rest, of course, they have their own shortcomings and so on. But they are not saying all their wealth, they are giving it to their children not to work again. Come and look for your own. Because in so doing, you learn to live honest life and so on. But we are people who are disillusioned. Look, because of their disillusionment, they don't create sustainable environment. The reason why our so-called politicians, thieves parading as politicians, do what they do is they know that what they are creating or what they are doing is not sustainable. So the person is a leader, but is also thinking of stashing money somewhere else. So he knows that what he's doing is not sustainable. So let me safeguard myself. And they have seen time and time that this thing doesn't work. It doesn't work. But they keep doing it. So sometimes I feel I don't want to go into this black people thing, but I don't know the sort of people we are as black people. that we can, and the few people who have sacrificed their lives, like Nkrumah and so on, they find a way to like disabuse or people's minds about, the man. The reason why the man is unmatched is, let's say he's got, of course, everybody has got fiscal, weaknesses or shortfalls. But the benchmark that man set, the benchmark as far as the African or the Ghanaian thing is concerned, is he was selfless. That nobody can claim that quality. They can build whatever they want, they can do whatever. That singular quality, none of them can match it, especially in this modern day. They can build whatever. You can build something more than Kosovo Dam or something. You can build nuclear thing for us. Fine. But at what cost? Some of us, we don't support these people because if you have to build a structure which is supposed to cost, let's say, 100 million, and you tell me you use 500 million to build it, to me, it's nothing. You can build whatever edifice. Once field is no value for money, it's nothing. That is why I argue on these things. Somebody will say, it's built nice, it's built in Nkrumah Mausoleum, it's built this. It's nothing. All those edifices or whatever rubbish they are building is nothing because they are not fit, they are not value for money. The last time I went to Ghana, I went to Obechebi Lamte Circle. Look, personally, I feel that bridge is not necessary. It's not necessary. It's a complete waste of money. But these people are doing it for political expediency. The reason why I'm saying it's not fit for nothing is that was the area I grew up. And I know that area very well. The level of traffic in that area does not warrant that thing they are doing. There's a waste of money. All what they could have done is use that money to build the side roads or the roads around that thing. But the level of traffic in that area, simply because one particular government has built something around Circle, so they also want to build that thing. To me, it's not value for money, so I will never cherish it. It's nothing. This is how we are messing ourselves up. Anyway, personally, I'll come back.
Yo, Abi. Also, yeah, better was it. Now, on Como Bomuno. Metiana, I took note of one thing. Now, Busa said, this life we cry. No. What is it about? We cry. No, I said, it's like you trying to get at least a little understanding of what this life is all about. And very, very interesting. Say, it gets to a time that we all would ask such a very important question. Say, I mean, in this phase of life now, we find ourselves. What is it all about? It's when you look at it very well. Said the kind almost you go rap down here, there. You may get whatever you may choose to have. And at the end of the day, when someone may think that at that particular point in time that you may choose to enjoy what you have gotten, why there no. Many people question say, what is this life all about? Many people.
The whole thing is, what I've observed is that when you die now, the only thing people remember about you is any good works you've done. You understand? That is what lingers in the minds of the people. It's not about how beautiful you are. It could be forgotten soon. The impact you created in people's lives or on people and so on. You understand? Those sort of intangible things is what people, remember. They don't they don't remember, but some sort of he's got this, he's got that. No, those things are just ephemeral. They just they don't last. But the impact, the impact you had on people's lives is what we remember. You understand? So I think eventually it's like we have to, value the sort of impressions or relationships or whatever we leave behind is what, and that is what people miss. Me, when I see when I go to funeral, when somebody dies, what normally makes me cry is the fact that I will not see the person again. You understand? And it's always, especially when the person is, maybe laid in state and so on, you are seeing the person, so it's painful. But at the point the person is put in the casket, to me, I can't always reach. It's so difficult because that will be the only time. The rest is. So when this my friend, for instance, there's one thing he used to say. It's about this love issue and so on. He used to say that, look, if you are in love with somebody, or if somebody is in love with you, the person doesn't play your weak points. The person doesn't play your weak points. But when that love is finished, all what the person plays is your weak points. I always quote this thing. Whenever I come to this point, that is what I say. This is what Charles used to say. And Papa Smiley, in every relationship, man, woman, when it's going to finish, people only have the negative part.
That's another
You
thing.
understand?
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's another.
And that
thing.
is what he used to say. And anytime he reaches that point, say, hey, this is a fact.
You Abby. Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
Perhaps said a kind another time. You see, the mind deals with pictures and evidences, right? As to whatever you give it, no. If there is no evidence attached to it, we say na adwena ayentanta. And when we come to discuss the purpose of life, we should be able to give ourselves so much evidence to keep the mind very stable to know, say, yes, this is the essence, this is the purpose of life. When we come to talk about the purpose of life, we will do that. And we have to come to understand, say, if we be mu and ye debe, ana ye baye. And to see if we be mu ne baye, we can revisit bibi na yefri mu baye no, for us to understand, said yes, I bibi na yefri mu baye no, and then we'll be able to understand how we should also behave. Similarly, if the wave would want to understand itself as a wave, it would have to go back to the ocean, understudy the ocean, and then it will be able to redefine itself as a wave that emerged of the ocean. I hope that makes pretty sense. Now, asamba I be now kasa no so ba me trim panyufo ka say me say ati de bay Emma referee. In fact, you were citing how some people in place of power use their power just to be inward looking, right? Looking at themselves. It's an inward looking levels, so right? You inward looking levels. This is I am a back me bedroom days now me say you use Ghana as a reference point. That alone in itself is an inward looking approach. But in this sense, you are looking at it from a much bigger perspective, right? If Ghana Mpono, I see it as an inward looking approach because Ghana is part of a whole, right? And if the success of Ghana cannot reflect in the success of the whole, it's a deep inward looking approach, and it is that in itself once again mindset na ne can want some time ago but when day we say stages we grow and instead of now be canon and crofo could drop it down to the Ghana level. I actually say some people are even at their nuclear level until you say yeah na no way I know they it is when you focus at ye Emma refia then the question I will see and they say at the end of the day Anna ye were a dear bay etimi efi anase mpanyimfo ka se arefiri ewo nipa so nti ade ane die ane ye wure etimi de efi baso ka so nsi ana mo bi abanza.
Yeah, quick one. I think I might have said this thing here before, but let me. I told you people some time ago that the Japanese have a principle that towel, a wet towel. Yeah?
Yes.
This towel we used to dry ourselves. The Japanese have a principle that at any point in time, you can squeeze a wet towel and water will come out of it. Do you understand? It means there is room for improvement, irrespective of any stage you are. There's no need to be complacent. Do you understand?
That's right.
But if at any point you feel so satisfied, so comfortable, that is where your downfall starts. And that is where, especially going to Ghana, the little thing we do, hey, we've got there, we've got ultra-modern things which are supposed to even be beginning. We want to claim credit. That is why we are always living in the past. Anyway, let's somebody come.
Yo, we come back to you. Now come call of a chum, so but of a chum no dia. I'm call Isaac and I will see you so. Isaac, what's him in car? Bamaso.
I don't guess here.
Good. Sabo go there.
Oh, Yamiadum. Or the actual can the idiot. No, son, or the other started a new Canadian in it. I sit down near the man.
Good.
Good. Because on no pet. Obi anyhow. You saw your common sense in Punubesia at Nasho. A broken heart I can. I just said nipping nip power be a nipano keke. Yeah, into no. Umpo, your bonnet in the beer.
You.
I was smiling.
Yati. Young queen, why? Young queen. And a prince I can't send be yeah, because majority of Mr. No prince I can't be now. Sometimes some couple waiting a na or muye bibia men person be bomb abaso no because sir you before near people they are evil. Into so muya the pump I am just and be bomb abaso. Na ka wiase so no obi o ya de pa no na e bo na ba so ba Bible so wanya ma wo nua no wo be den na obi aya ma wo because omo adwemu no bibi bia obi abaye bia enye omo a enye omo pe ntina me ekwa me na omo ku ina no sa adwe na wo omo tri mu but sometimes no say
ube hu nyankopon a nima ni bi ho na ye den ama wo because na ye den ama wo pa because wo di ni pa chi pa answer heaven no nko bi because nipa the same people no wo di o mo achi e nko heaven but megna afidie so abo egufo ado abaso sometimes no obi beka so wa ye nkoma Missourium no where fabrication no aye ne kama yes it is say ye because obi na best start here you say ade na say ya ade ye problem a ewo Ghana ho Ghana enkoso no aye maintenance because ye bobosia e de ye bibi na ade na say eno an say ye hwem ade na say because obi to say wofa kwame ono no owo sa mentality no say ade na say mpa jama ne say oh but akufuado ayade say se wa ma ehɔ no wa pagya ehɔ no because ye bon komadin a edin no abu Ghana so nkomadin no kase chen Ghana ana nkoma so ana pagya Ghana si hɔ Ghana ni bia una bia respect o ana am nkomanti opa umpo papa no what you say kwesi partner kan opa umpo what you say rock wo de na epem na wo na wo say wo na wo tan kuma say den a wo na wo say wo na ekufu ado ayade mbebo na ba so me ndi ya no mo achi because odi o mo achi bia da bia obeye yi won say beye ekufu ado aba edina akọ different level udu wa who say yes ho IFA same thing motorway so ye ya building motorway over 50 years and over papa ne de odwen hwan won ti ase obi de concrete ayade wo na wo be ya wo de asphalt eyi na odi gu ho asphalt eyi no any concrete no ene ne bobra ye di e ho abro hwe wo pa kwa me se o mahama ye ka nema obi ya daache owu kompa e ba ni din o ya dia ma wo ma ya dia daache o kwa wonni ho mpe e ba bo obi e ba bo odin adantina e bon komadi e bia ye bon komadi because foundation of papa ne edo cho ho e ma ye no utumu say yes adantina me ba me ba champion di because who do we need to form now ko ready a champion ye ma champion ye ya na that time ye ni petrol that time no na Ghana akọ Bangkok Ghana sika bi animu a champion ba ka na ye de no o se ye ntua so a champion akọ bobo sia ye won kofo ni bi wo ho a we ye ne den a champion ya champion oye militro oye den the din a champion no wa be wu Ghana no ana America no because onye UP ninja na a champion te say afrifa anka omo pega no afrifa buy no omo be say omo be say ade but a champion buy no be brede ye but then I'm say a champion CPP ninja no ya no mo de omo person be boni bi but duma a champion be di ye no san kwofo we ana ye hwe omo duma omo be di ye no ana ye de cancel because o quotation ngwa estate now share estate a champion see any estate osisi ye na udu we say yes a champion is here udu kan da obi abo nkromadi udu eyi a estate baby apart from nkroma estate osi ye na a champion be sisi estate baby but ewi ase no ube wu akọ ye ba bold ntina me say ngofo ni bi wo ho a omo te so a na omo nya din wo but 20 to 30 years no say din no e ba yira na nkroma din wo ho na champion din wo ho because a champo and a bear from that. A champo, ABC schools baby. Operation feed yourself, a champo. You remember a champo, yeah, no. Oh, but meno, they be am saying be promote to a champo. Umpo, I am be promote to a champo because Duma a champo be di, no. Ah, well, yes, so Jenny. No, I'm mobile, see bia. Now, should Juma a champo be di, ya. Not to me say yes. Say, yeah, a tribal politics na ye prayer, and can champo over there, and can sort transfer check. Can champo, and can say, or transfer check. Oh, Yanamo, a champo ban, Yanamo can't send a fan home, send a car fan from my home. A champo, a fauto, Betty go, a champo, sabo, no, dano, amount go. A champo, a mabebre, a super for name, some a car fire champo, window, Nanyano, Sana, Sanko for wheaty. Because Omono, be beer or beer or your papa or boy gunner piano, your perceive say no. But Omo body or perceive two, hallelujah, momo. Because a champion operation feed yourself in more ye in ne accusation of the born in yet two a champion and you who's a sign and you best say, you better try on man who I say, so be banner say, and I'm say, wouldn't what Bemuntino, no, ya the papa person back and there. Na ye koya neighbor, ye padia nipa ya, and sika nipa aseno. Seno, now should Nima or the year. No, yes, nipa sikana or say no. Udum said Nima, why you know, let us say Nipan wa boyaka. But who should Nima, Nkoma ye, now share senior or the Ghana, only foundation my Ghana. And can ya dear, I can say by now, no, and can Ghana ni biampo and Nipa so to quite. So, Nima schools so see ye. And OBS schools are nipa see you know over 30 years and 40 years no or more brothers are science schools no bakumpo nkake then yet nipa bone na we ho a yem pay maintenance anka science schools yi na no anka be nya be 300 years mpo na science schools no ho na so ene ye see school within 1 year na endu 1 year mpo ya hand over na school no start kake. But you will conform be what omudi emfi Ghana da ene nkoma opo umpo edin be tranho because obia foundation of the man Ghana no Ghana baby na embassies go bia no na Ghana we sit down amamo the other time be church around wo UK no nkoma asase a oton wo UK then nkoma to toy for Ghana no Ghana no go house ni ade wo UK no bisa se sa UK sa edani na wo he Akufuado ne papa no Akufuado papa no ene omo say omo de no omo do Ghana yi na no omo ton sa nya ni ma no asase a nkoma toy se untu kwan se obi wu Ghana na se ye mfa ne nkompa ibenya babia sie no se Ghana asie no sa land no ewo he sa cemetery no ewo he because ye bebre na akọ UK akwa so bia ye na djuma ntini ye nim ene ye pe history ye pese ye besua de ye pese ye be hwehwe ni mamu uba wa ase wo New York Ghana Mission House no bisa se sa asase no ewo he edan ne wo he se Ghana ni bia ye ba UN a ye nkwa high hotel ye nkwa ye ba ye yakọ akọ de Ghana Mission bisa se sa Mission House no ewo he sa asase no wo he nipa we adwen a owo ma oman obi a otu kwan na ye che na de mpo a na ode ono ani din e de a tro agu ade na ye de ama no say no this is property of Ghana ni ono nkoma obi a ye tu no oni bibia ko adu so wa ko mansion awo Egypt our villa will have always when you before and trust the same thing the year Mahamano. Oh, I was down with Dubai. Oh, I caught a ship or a ship in Japan. Not conform one beverage, mono, adumu dono, no more so, sir, native, no, na ajatumu, na a yakako, yes, say, Obi. Because or Monday and the Omoba, no more banner or more readia. Oh, can they say? This Nkofo Wenum Ayadia, say a bomb one basso. Says Yano, Tama Port is one of the biggest ports in West Africa. Wapapamo, Utia. My Mahama at the port Aquama France for 30 years. Hey, 30 years here, I fear only vision seven was a mere mobile. 30 years. If you say I fear Wama, 30 years. So 30 years, no TV that 30 years. Oh, only vision way what the presidency be action in someone or best say be because no me the bedin on be a chimaho. Question that for the harbor expansion. Yeah, Mahama yan a big. Yeah, two yan tro I mean you need the Mahama. I can near my by you know, I can even want a saka because if you are saying a name. Yeah, Mahama nyad yet Nketiah because we sweepy from a champion check. You know, say, Nkofoni be what? Oh, you are more Jaya or more legacy, no? A cow, oh, papa and papa.
We are radio, and this is Nketiah Radio.
Piano. I am not made the walk for me. Be a babu bia or my or be a continue be or two a quiet could be man should be an the first and baby will be seen a year airport. This year will be a walk will be I can say yes, Ghana airport.
All right.
Best in West Africa.
Isaac.
It was for 4 way. Made the man
yeah.
For 4 way. Made the manusi. Someone who said, "Why, mammy, into the manusi." So, for 4 way, no, I near Marcus, so, umpo, Omudino, a beccaho, now, Uncomedino, a becca, was pepana and pepada, Yena, Ghana, a beba, if you are saying best, Uncomedin better, so, it's no, I mobile some ready.
All right. Okay, so me says Adam take me tin dia. Now say Nkrumah Edino and I say Nkrumah so say Ghana. How can we be sir?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Now I know as a children say.
Oh, yakaso obiswa nya ne kasio. Nyema Nkrumah ele eto Ghana. Foundational le to Ghana any Africa no. Any Africa and the world no. Yakaso obiso. Ba nya se bia ne kasia na ne tumi bia o. But nyema oyiye no. Because only member organization Nkrumah form here.
No. What I want you to let us understand and say, okay, say Nkrumah so sing Ghana as a children say.
Ana mecho musel. Niema yakase obiswa. Obiso. Na niema ode tutu akwan mu eboe ewiase nyina. Nkrumah anye bibi ama se go Ghana nkwa. Nkrumah anye bibi ama Africa nkwa. Nkrumah anye bibi ama so on the ni die mu pe eno ni but ojem ma wiase nyina.
And see, what you wanted to say, and say, Nkrumah dream, no, was bigger and beyond Ghana. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, there are 2 years.
Okay. All right then. That's fine. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's finish one more. Now, yanko, I will see yes. Eso. Why? Yanko, I will see yes. I will see. I ready there. Uncle B, enjoy. I go see. Ultimate Nketiah, Bamasu.
I drink at you.
Now, inform to say.
Papa, I'm young.
ho yɛ paa na nso na abusuafoɔ no
nyame adom yɛde ɛho yɛ yɛho yɛ why yɛho yɛ paa
ɔde nyame ase.
good yo ɛneɛ waba menim baabi a bɛsɛ ɔhyɛ aseɛ firi m sɛ abe ɛkasa yi mu no mebusa question bi sɛ mpanyimfoɔ ka sɛ awerɛfiri ɛwɔ nnipa so a na wobɛbusa ho sɛ ɛdeɛ ne deɛ ne yɛwerɛ tumi yɛ deɛ bɛn ɛfi ana ɛtɔ so bio the purpose of life koraa no, although we will come back to it in deeper terms to talk about it, but on this note that we've lost a very noble man, Nana Nketiah a metachi ane de bia no abi kasa no, and that also popped in. Inti we can also talk a little bit about that, and then we move on beautifully. Inti agwasi what do you need here?
Yo papa me check with my phone na yɛnyina yɛasaba ana ɛfɛ hwɛ papa sɛ yɛtumi kɔ na Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days yɛtumi asa aba na kyɛ sɛ yɛde aseda bɛma Nyankopɔn na papa mɛfa ɔfidi wei so na yɛama abusuafoɔ no nyinaa yɛakɔ sɛ 77 years 77 right and 75. But Jamfi says 77.
77, yeah, 77, yeah.
Oh, 77 is no, any kind of celebration of life, man. I don't know. Okay, whichever way, you know. Everyone was putting na yako, and it would be able to papa. You see, you need pana. I guess you have fast with the no. Who to whom you overcome. Sometimes. It makes us dim to so be one my home intimate so yeah me do me because last Saturday week ya dear big bomb me pam means I had the course and tetanus me garage on I think say me could tear be so to that work it where is man pen one chap fine and me quantity as if you I mean the go baby fast or not me one man I want to be so famous. Come here, and I make me call me me pania me home a tom na me who say a way ya. So when you go so pan any papa sometimes and your home papa your home bobby I sometimes yeah who could tea said the reason in I papa your home posse just say Ben my take like the number down with me a piano crowd said see intimi just ensure crime in no crime intimi no so hey oh David if I am mobile do papa no nyame for the crazy to ho na say papa na wo kan nipa ye refi nipa obi wu fofra ye kan de be ye na yie ni wie ye kosie ni wie na busua kotena se Monday ebu nkunta bi asa so ti ase say nya asem bi na ye be kan e be bo ni din na say bi a ni 1 year anniversary cram ko na Christian who is a platform I to time I but then Christian unti bi this family party e ref ye you ye way you are and one so you know I'm say kakra meet my account I mean funny crazy na abusa po nyina so yakọ papa ma hu ade afefe bi o Ghana na am say me hu say say yaka echi so kakra to ho Efe, yes, let me that sorry. Oh, Efe, coming from my Efe. Papa no boy doing to say it me, you can say I think when they see it. So, coming common schools to CC, quite change secondary school, now schools to CC. Oh, just say, who want to say, would they compare, what to say, standard, I check, but standard. Oh, and you know. Nneɛma ɔbɛyɛ no ɛsɛ yɛtumi the yɛbɔ ne nneɛma na wayɛ no ho ban na yɛ making sure sɛ yɛbɛbɔ naba so na ɛyɛ ɛfɛ so ɔho but papa wei dɛ mesrɛ menim sɛ bi a sika no ɛwɔ mu na sɛ menim sɛ me to me na sɛ dɔɔso ma me bi I don't know menim sɛ yɛbɛnya menim sɛ yɛde yɛbi asɛ $3 million for that renovation, you know, to me, it's not CDs. Once again, I'm kind of CDs. Maybe who is as a big woman, Sana, maybe who is as a dozen.
renovation Kaibianka Akoswa, Ibianka Akoswa, Ibia 1.5 million, but other 3 million a dozen better. By the way, Mama Yacha, that's all Binya, Yibinya, true amount from the Barony, we know. Now, Miss Bisa say, the Isaac Kayano, maintenance no, come back soon a befaswa, and you must fair fee, you bet me a bongo by so now I feel I say a transport stadium, nay, Yayan Basa, a simple party, or mine Basa, just say, and go ye, you know, say, you bet me my maintenance no. I wait to ma a beboa high with a maintain a vis mabua, just a debiania, yani come within some years. Now, I say, near Sako Jibusian, yes, I be na esa and what, but I say, yeah, me say, Penifum dear Nimu, Emma, Sadi, but say, honey, say, Anna, ye, Pepe, say, Anna, can't afford, they are no accent for anything who do be a so I dear no munye, name fe. Oh, see, MFA, I'm what this year, Kogana Meko. Meko pa na papa me di ma no si no on say me sports no anti these days no me kasa na on say me ka sports at ma se na Ghana under 23 ko Morocco na matches here boy here ni which means say you problem matches on so ma dissolve all that I think say my tight kakra nti no as time goes on no say me nya time na me saba me chiri na because papa sports a did their grown say Saudi Arabia. Say you must investing in sports, soccer. And yet easy. A DNTR. Who be so Cristiano Ronaldo can say Nasa for sign or Ceciana economy no justice Cristiano Ronaldo justice near you not just say impact or the panonia easy. I say the Groby. I say we are not serious. Encrophobia was raw market team. It is a players are bragging at Yasasa. Winning ball bonum, young foul money at your market. Papa, every one you can so, Uche ball and Ghana for a bar. I say, Kusias from Mutukusia. I say, Kusias from Mutua on better. So, as a sports enthusiast, no, a so, ain't Papa, made the man best now. I will flap out and remember.
I will see. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. Now I'm called Kwabna. Eswe. Kwabna, Eka Sebi Amako, Nanasika, and so. See Kwabna, what's the main Bamaso?
Papa, I can say, and I'm so to menka.
Metun can loud and clear. What's it? Metun can loud and clear. All right.
I can't meet me alive from say, and to menka. The other person making sure what to make. And I'm patcho. Chief Justice and what I know be a way there.
Meki, will be a hoya. So open will be a hoya. Why?
And where they are some Panapa, I was a female, they be a bunny dear or female, your money in a bush for Woody, son will be a because then now, because he is so canon. Say, Uncle da hospital in Pomone, as a question as a moment pie now. Since the baby I would be a baby will be done. Kuni baby will be done. It is all compensation, so no man knows how we are Behamana, now dangerous. And you know, Bemana bush and for Yako. Now, Papa Echo, and the name is Isaac, dear, history, dear yard. But I was a kindergarten will be a history teacher, and you know, I had a mile catch your mana, our chair, history, cacao. Okay, can answer me. Now, a champion, some champion, Isaac in history, a champion once a move. Nanka Besenka, we now conclude no. No, I can say, oh, me and this for ne Mahama no the time no ball, Tishi, Diahon. Oh, the new Mapaya, or Casso me, you know. Oh, Isaac, Aqua Isaac, go hard, and Kawano Pado. No, I say, oh, yeah, no man, yes, I time no, a cobo Tishi. Eko boni to wiki etu no mo ball no ma money straight bianka ye fire ananka abone kuno om se da botu ri fini name ne na ase om de boss a fini name za se do mo panish no na modi kun papa ya so de bia na me ka se Nelson Mandela senka mon se ni bi na mo che no anka mu kunu kura nko ntimi ama me Nelson Mandela a me di president ba ko bi anza na oko na the Bible say ni ugu no eno na wutwa ni otwe sekan ne be wu wo sekan no na ni otwe tu no be wu tu ano nti mo kan sɛ mo a mo di saa nkɔfo a mo bɔ champion tu ni nyina the same way anam bɛkɔ papa bi ɔkɔ Kenya so ɔkɔtwa mu akɔfa ade aba ɔkɔɛ na ayi fɔfɔ mu na taw ɔgye ne deɛ ne sɛ mbɔdi ne de ba ɔsɛ amfa ma o baabi ekosi yɛ nti no deɛ obɛgu biara no woka history nyina de bi afɛ no ende sɛ yɛwie na yɛn san tam no kɔbɔ dua bu ne tu ku no na ɔma history na ɔka yɛ no na wie pɛyɔ wogya bi mu pɛ wa ha adwen papa na yɛkɔ yɛ nim no ɔma kyekyere ne obi a na kyekyere ma no ade fɛfɛ a yɛyɛ a Ghana obi a we me bɛka long time kra bɛ week ago ansa na ɛnɛ aba ne nim no so when it come to vision a Ghana kyekyere no me say apart from yɛn no nobody apart from say yɛn pa na Kwame Nkrumah we yɛ na hu Kwame Nkrumah we yɛ de hu no you people ya na kotutu mu no krachi bi ni nam ha yihia no amana bɛka adwuma no ama adwuma na kɔmpɛmpɛ so enti Kwame no you people na ade a ti say yɛ Kwame aba so a yɛn ayɛba ne yɛbɔ na aba so baabi a na Kwame wo bia you people ya da woroma no nkɔfa Kwame ba yɛ Kwame na adwen kɔsoro obetumi abo ama adwuma na epesi yedi no akɔmpɛmpɛ so Kwame ba yɛ obɛyɛ ne ma bebree senka enye ya anom ene ba yɛ na nkɔmba fa Kwame Nkrumah ne eme TC so UTC kinsui hwan no ne ade nyina yi rest house na nka Kwame yɛ every region bi akwa na rest house ho kofodi ade na efe na redek okosoro ho a obi ade wo ho ya anom ya ne nyina on be bɔ na oxen ton ma omo ho e ma Kwame dom yɛ ton ba sɛ omu be destroy Kwame Nkrumah nyuma nyina na papa de e be yakura sɛ senka Kwame Nkrumah ba ge woman fefefe Samia ya ba Nkrumah yi senka ye side ho ba bi na nko bi pie ho ba bi ni wo Kwame Nkrumah bani na wo seat a wo ti so ni e na ade kɔ parliament ni ade de represent o papa ma ye de wo kɔ ba bi kura wo Kwame Nkrumah bani o na ye fefefefefefefefe e na omo adua bruni omo marshal force na omo de kɔ ho e na omukutu Kwame Nkrumah bayi ifi akonya so nti ana omuba na omuka Kwame Nkrumah party na ewa bam ena na yeliman ene na ade na mbetam no totwene ba bi koe ti so omuba na omuye Kwame Nkrumah so hu na ase krofu ekura no what's wrong with them and then how Kwame Nkrumah ne mo ye nyina mo na mbese ni nyina factory na de bi ya ka 400 factories a Kwame Nkrumah be si ye ne buboni nyina adin ye no ma ye nche de nyiza be hu ni nyina bi se Kwame niema na ogu Ghana food distribution de niema nduane fie ba ohwe na anye ya na akọ hono akoto bi na ade nkoyi yeso ma ya me akoto aduane na food distribution de ba ekosi se ni nyina pe nyina NDC fo ya ne gu ni nyina ti so mo ba no me se na ayi na ye mo na ba so uni to me bi aso you don't have a choice so be bona na ado abaso na do you nipa bi a the way a obede Ghana and I like it kwadana o invest wo mu no dachi bi a baza wala afoi ewu kɔ no Isaac abi no ni na ade o mo di na tema ko nyina no no ba be si nice o chebi na do mo say papa we say man hia no a ka bi anka me tempempen so we papa we na me ma me kura bi Scott be kura bi na ma me
Kwabra, so I'm now one of the bazaar wala.
I be ka bazaar wala for no me do aka ho ma de o so obi e kasa de we ye fe no wo de o say no wo de wu mi na kwesi kasa renovation question pa chenye renovation dan na building na so hu say esi oni nyina no is from scratch building dan is oni nyina apart from Kwame Nkrumah mezolium na esi wada na papa je ye na esi ekire ho no eno pa na esi ho adana wusi se building bia wo hu say esi ho bia no enye renovation dan brand new from a solo to baby a form to baby akwakusi no e ho ma bi de onimo say what in the street ano no na ni esi ho aye no za be ni ya atwa ho ahye nya na ni ho enti mo fa nkose say renovation ni de 3 million akọ renovate na hwe kwa me car the way ya shen spin kura new no eno ko so be $500,000 ni de aye sa car na isi ho no renovation na ya wi car na spray na ya ka chem so obi hia this tells you say o nya mini na wo amanyukum ananya menene na ewe ba minim se papa na ye ne ma Africa se de ya je kika so ko ni ba bi e poni din no ko beyond Ghana no tie se timi ye ne ma si ho ma no se de be ya ukọ ba bi a se abrofu yo mo ha amodun adwen papa yi ukọ ba bi a o Obama presidential library we presidential library ye de we sade we ya yi kura no minim se kwesi practice de obenya ho asemaka senka dan na kura senka omo de nani no fesi epo no e na omo de afesi anti no e senka omo de fesi senka omo de fesi left or na fesi right akwanya ba you 27 years bin beton so plus 27 years plus mahama de no matimi anya ni ma sade we anhye kwa me anuonyam e se presidential library we akura santam ba akọ edikosi no of ho no mawo se de be ya omo mutimi nya kwanya emfi suro ho no ma ase ho no ye sensi ba ko kama kwa me nkroma de ni asade apodwe soro ho ma se aya mo nkodi mu agro wo soro ho nko hwe ni ma ikoso papa abi kasa no ka se mi na anope na me ni obi edwin za asem no ye se onyankopon se mo me mu nipa te se ye se so na abi so person be kan se tuntum asem ba anope na me dwin ho se nyankopon ka se ye mu nipa se ye se so no na nyankopon no ye Chinese ni Korea ni ana se no ye tuntum no ye broni eti no nyankopon for no ana o masalai se bia bi nipa be 8 nyankopon be 8 and obi e body de se bi we bo Korea for we bo Chinese for and na nzo bo tuntum for because ma hwe mu se sa renovation asema na se why na cleaning ni niam ni ade papa uba ha na uko Harlem no ne baby atuntum for no eti nyina there's no different from obi ote choko anase bukom. That means you close or the better form. We are a day work. Or no one near bro for cratina and we say any bio from the scratch. The quite blame man on near bro for no say who did a pato that's me bio or the better form. It's your power the better what to come over 2 million at one thing. A black community now do but no say I had no do no. And you may have a say be a say na ni oni bro ne kura tell that's be be kura ya ma ni bi kura mpo no also of fact for the better form na ni oni bi kura be ka say o ma me fa nche me botom ana me kuta me fa nche plastic bag na me do ba bi wa me dey atom you never get it enti ba sha etimi ko ne ko hwehwe di obo ye ankasa so hu ni obu say ho say etimi obo kwasi no no ono an e bo kwa me a sa ko de hwehwe ni ya na the same person an e bo ye as I say, I call her your boy. Now the way papa near my work, when say, "Oh, share a sipon." Say now a ye can ye venison. Kwasi kaze a sipon stadium. Yes, I see. Come, just a fefe bear, almost be a bear. I am 15 years ago. Yeah, you know. Okay, stadium now. And say, ye bear. Say, I say, be putting in a good form. Now, yes, I am for from. That was a GD shady person. Another. Then God is a brunis and get us to come. They say baby ninsa. Say baby ni be say no. O be say no from scratch or be was saying na. We be na ka say adwuma ni man ni mu. Aban na nye bibi. Bibi ye de share won sa no o ye ne den. Ye de ade asho sa you could see say. Me ya. Na say me call Ghana say stadium sports stadium say Kofodua omu ni bi. Na na do ada roma and mo so mu si nice one bi o mu so mu si. Ade aye me yan say ti stadium ye be wie stadium yi. Am obi abehwa ma na tete apansa ma na say adwen de bia medwen say ade a yesi ni kama ado prima da roma visionado for the first time in the history of Ghana the regional capital of Eastern region Omni Sports Stadium aduya na de BC ho obesi awie kama ya wie no ebeka nipa a obehwe so amade na obehwe na asai owi oso aban mehwe president ne bo no homoden kwaku ade na si una no yi ye de obetimi ai na o man ne nkonadim ye problem e wonyina so nipa no hwe ma ne sey a oni se sey wi a ebi ye sa akoye a obenya ho enkwan asa wanya nkwan asa kra sika na ebegege wo ho no ma se de nka ya agege sika na wie yemfa kakra mpenti baabi keke no sika no ono de akọ penti ne dan se de se emri bi kwa me nkroma soma me de generator bi ko no of se yemfa no generator ni si ministries ni yemfa power ministry one man. Then time regional minister now honum. Ne besa pa di time generator no. Edi be see fie say omo fan power omo fie. Kwa me hwe so fire ne papa no. So hu. Sani Sobriety. Sobriety. Sa pepe. Ye hu se nipa dom na wo no ofu ni nyina e se omo yo paperwork omo ye niema ne ade kwa me atutum ka light nye nu ho Mr. Asumesi the generator in power ministry na adwuma ne nkoso no omo so no de kosi ni fie iwi a na se kwa me yi ni pa no wafa kwa me hotai de bia na me hwe nipa na omo di kede Japan achidodo na papa bagom short man bi ono na okodi nse hu bi na do fire no tese akwese omo di nse hu na ye yi omadi nyina no de se omo nyina ye the enemy of the government wodi nse hu sa papa ni so ko marita ho ahwan ya ono no koye a conflict of interest ogdi manfo hotel ni ma no de esi no ye party ono ho ne ya de ade no masa ana na ya ne za ye yi no they say the enemy of the government in Jino. They say on the Kachama Kennedy Japan. What they say? It's your mind, woman, papa. Say ya draining near money. I am more mine that one annoying. Said the Kwame. Me and you say, yeah, dear, the papa. You be boy abasu ye wukono. Kwame wadawu. Say the baby and the spirit and I'm calling one in baby on them. Benet here can once them. And then 4th July. Yeah, means to me, Yanko Point Rome, America podium. Baby, I think I'm going to go pick cookies to be make up. I mean, what's him? She said, 1 year, no 1 year, the papa. Aba who I am, woody papa, never say, body person. Oh, I go there to the Dean Corner. 1 year about with the Dean penny for. With you about no year, or you're a trabadi. Because the papa, you Kenya, Kovia Uno. Tama who go on a flow, people say, papa, only minute. So, papa, you move or control book or I can form. What do you women at some way, the man? Nini we ayira kokra ayira nko ye ne papa bi e wasase so e no ye ne ma papa sade ado e bua nkwada ye omo wi da cheme se nkwada we ne beba bebo enye mo amo ya mo de mo pe akrante ne ayi friends oyuo nam na awi o se nkwada we nu se nkwada we nu om ne bebo na na se mask se ne o hwe o hie nkwada da na me ye abi se bro bro for nkwada na wi a o se na do nkwada na bro se no mo ka se na do nkwada no papa o de se e be kwa kwakura wa Yakopon ma obi ahode me yewu na se nkwada we sa generation we no so mbe ba bedu pepe but say de bia won ti din bia o wa baba akokra na ate ono mo so obobo na do din oh se ne papa we ya nka me ma me kura na lorry fair kura me de be fa ka kura ko school kura na me ni bi e ho na we be ti se kwa me tata mo na Jesus mutu no ofa kwa me mutu no se na bu bose se na mo ni age mo se kwa me nye ne se mo ye ma mu nti no se ne ma papa ye ka na nyina no that time na mo ofa kwa me mo ha mo se mo kwa me no se na mo so onye sa de bibi ni tie ade ne kita no a wo mpe ade kuta di patuntum a wo mpe na nke be tell by gold ni ade ka Chinese one ba sa ko se mpe okay ti ene ni adudi ye nyina yi o tira be ko be ma ba na me castle radio bi su hwan ya papa smile ma bodi na misia papa bi wo na no ya papa na kokra frasa asisu a ya bodi ebi ne ya ba kwa me no na me no bi ya na ado ado guy
yo kwabna
ado na go bon chirawo
amen
on fo bi bi ka ho
amen
o man ko 100 over
amen
unku watamfu nyina unsie watamfu nyina ado sie watamfu nyina
yo na kwabna me yamon komo kakra wa ha nsa na mama na sikaba right yam fa say wo fie na oba the scorecard of say so he be oye wonya 70% and or the average. What would you tell your son?
You know, some of my say wonya 90 kra, so won come be 98. So I'm so kra na ba 95. Dey be am ga so no. Ti dey be am ga na na yi onye mi nka ho. Okay. Onye na ho. Na nyere na ho. Na omo musu. Ya papa say you would come problem ni o. You will be what to say I friend say akoko ada proma. Akoko besa say cry and look at that view. There's be anyway. I hear the pay. How the other make what they are for about can get to another go. Oh, I deal with them. Oh, my idea. There be that. I be there, say, Mahamo, say, Nanadu, say, yeah, a year, don't go, be to say, tell me that to say, you okay, Yami, I didn't see Mount. Can I see Mount? What do you like?
I see.
Kwabra.
I be 1 second. We processing here until we at the only TV.
Okay.
The only TV. On the wabo Abbey said you will see a huno. Say it's more or less now. Abbey is like a perfectionist. Submit my kind of Kwabra. Perfectionist.
Oh, there be you're ungrateful.
I don't know how now here so a perfectionist.
And
then they say, oh, hello, ewo side up. Oh, a fit musa or person or the fra benyasa. Not Mamma
Papa, Ubetimi akache we a perfectionist. And the idea we know who's a perfect. Recommend so idea we your mind no mind. That every
David, you can't be a perfectionist out, I say.
Obi o perfect.
Nebi wo hosa.
Obi I just between 70-30 and I saw between 60-40 cry.
And now you're 70-30 are perfect. 70-30 are perfect.
We are 70-30 I say you be fan sir.
And that question I mean Musa ni ya no ye ni enko 70-30 perfect.
As I think so do be perfect 100% so let's say ono ni Nyankopon ye.
It's no say obi 1 second. Say obi act in line of perfectionist na ono wo wadwen kese no so ohu na wa prompt no say oh minia said you will see I say you are sounding more like a perfectionist. However, if you say how you will know, there's always room for improvement. Na said you no you start from admitting the good, and then no church says oh these other areas may possibly be a blind spot in what I'm looking at. And if we are able to address these blind spots there, and we can improve upon the existing excellence and perhaps add more excellence to it. And now, what we know, but to India, okay. All right. You, I've been out why? I'll come back to you later. I am going to let you guys answer.
Why is it that you need to go Bonia no bidi assassin?
Hey, okay, I'm here. But chairman send me a message. We were na. Me here na. Anasika you to who na. Hey, yeah, God should give Nana the long life so he will witness the untold harm and suffering he has put Ghana through. They say, we'll be a hey, we'll be out, baby. Yo, Nanasika, so tell me, can't any young quay now, so bra, Bamaso. And let's get into Uncle Bamaso.
Papa, I think I'm more to say.
Yamiado. Say, when Madame, where dear?
Papa.
You're too uncle, Nanasika. You're too uncle, but I'm say. I say, you'd wash a bomb you now, Cassan, try her so be free born. Why?
Oh, okay, and the money, just want to booty. I'm just going to booty.
Okay. Yeah. Why? You. Nanasika. Quite unfortunately, say, Mimmy Dano, who could be baby, na mini, so, na me sisi we chipa, sebra, me muscle, papa, but, I hope, say, now me add more, Memenda, you bit me share, watch him and I say, where you know, I see, right? Many details.
I have to find out.
Many details, number 2 platform, no internet, and you know Ebenyabre, the Abba Memendei, South Norwood. Oba Penny Oba penyin Susana Osebonsu ye na yi e wo London no ya na maba na mabe jam ye fe na sika boy nkomo wo de na etie
Papa, I'm check your baby. Papa, did it can Nana Nketiah. Papa, you be papa busia fo ina yako. Na meti so boni de ba yenten nka of radio so da man ten nka da but am ti so boni de chia no ba man yanten nka of radio so da. Enti enfa no enti na di omno no. Papa, tell me can my voice na tiko.
yet nka pa akoso na sika yet nka
Papa now say what can be say wonders of life. Na baby a party baby a copy yamba would ye buy na ye hu location. Baby a copy no so no. The way they welcome us no I say almost nimi dada.
Wonders of life
So on my vitna and my aduanes my and some be chechi I just papa na man ko be but you confused or by you confused minimum be ho but it seems for no money me Antino say okay ni na Antino anyway yenije we had a very good time over there yenije
that's good
the sign na just say yenije you know to chat pictures me
hey any okay when
you chat pictures now
any oba chair ho
be chair ho
that's a whole so credit o Afrobeat bia ma wa no mbo bi ho
the also no o man say Caribbean
aha
Antino once I mean